7th, 2015, and we're at Upper St. Clair High School Stadium in a battle between Mount Lebanon Blue Devils versus Upper St. Clair Panthers in a game of lacrosse. And Blue Devils are dressed in the dark uniforms coming towards the goal right now, and Panthers dressed in white. Blue Devils leading the section, an undefeated record in section, I believe, on the year in their entire season as we play our last regular season game of the year. Both teams bound for the playoffs, however. Good blocks, good stop there by the two defenders, and out comes Rachel Picnic with the ball. Rachel circles back, throws that ball over to Christy Leocarios. Back to Lauren Picnic, launches it long to Nicole Joyce. Scoots it over to Shelby. And up comes Tommy Lackner with the ball. Gets checked, but she's able to regain. Nice swipe by Mount Lebanon, but good job by Tommy to keep the ball and collect the penalty. So Tommy will have a free position. And the Panthers are on offense. Back to Shelby Zirin. Shelby makes a drive towards the net. Finds Nicole Joyce out wide over to Katie White. Katie White behind the net over to Victoria Teep. Over to Erin Lee. Erin Lee tests inside. Over to Katie White. Mount Lebanon is the only Division I undefeated team in Western Pennsylvania. Even though Quaker Valley is rated higher, they did lose to Ohio team by a goal. So the Panthers, as you would expect in a game where they're not the favorites to be deliberate on the offensive side, gets the ball back to Victoria Teep. Victoria is hounded by two players back there. It's going to be difficult if they keep that kind of pressure on all the time. Victoria splits the defenders. No one really got free for her, though. Erin Lee is open. It's hard to see, though, when you've got defenders all over you. Not quite enough, but that ball's errant, and it's some difficulty for the Mount Lebanon defender to... Katie White finds a pass going to her. Good job by Katie. She does really well on the defensive front when it's the ball's down in the offensive zone. Just when they're about to work into transitions, she's able to find the ball. There's a ball to Shelby Zarin. Just not quite enough on that one. Some good passing by Upper St. Clair down there. And back come the Blue Devils. The previous season match, I believe the score was roughly, I'm going to guess now, like 14-6, something like that. That ball is a errant shot, excuse me. Quite errant, almost to the point where it may not have been a shot, but they're still going to have the ball behind the net.
Could be a play.
Mount Lebanon with the ball. Still 0-0 in this ball game. Just about 3 minutes in now. It's 1-0 Mount Lebanon. Goal scored by Mount Lebanon. 1-0 lead. So the senior Mount Lebanon academic All-American going to Michigan scores the first goal of the game. Puts them up 1-0 versus Upper St. Clair with 21:44 remaining in the first half. So Chelsea Johnson on the draw here. See what we can do. See if we can win that ball. Maybe get one back early on. Tommy Lackner, Shelby Zarin on the circle. Ball goes straight back into a Blue Devil stick. And the Lehigh recruit has the ball back beyond the net, Megan Gibbons. Now back beyond the net is another player for Mount Lebanon. Don't know that person's name. And they bring the ball out to the top of the circle. Mount Lebanon also being a little bit deliberate in their offense, which they are a highly skilled team, very deep team, and one of the largest in numbers we've seen in our entire season when it comes to varsity and JV players. I mean, when we look down their sidelines, typically, there's only about 3 or 4 people on the bench. I think they have a full other team on their bench on the varsity side. Oh. That's a good stop by Lauren Picnic. Lauren's going to see what she can do to get that ball free. We had some problems in our last game against Peters on the clears. Let's see if we can be a little more patient. And it appears Lauren will be. That's awesome. No one really close. It forces a 25 or more yard pass, which can be difficult. Quite difficult. No. Lauren's going to take her time. There's absolutely no reason to push it if there's nothing there. Going to wait for someone. And Chelsea was sick in the last game, so it was one of those where Chelsea often is a good target because she's tall and long, has some speed, long arms, and has some speed, and sometimes she can break free and just enough to get that pass. But I'm excited by Lauren's patience here, even though it didn't pay off this time. Comes Julia coming back on her. Good job by Julia. It's a good effort by Julia, but the number 12 scores. The Bucknell-bound junior scores now for Mount Lebanon. So Mount Lebanon is now up 2-0 with 19:45 remaining in the first half. I want to let everyone know that this is indeed my last broadcast of my career, and I want to say thank you to my daughter for the number of times I've been able to watch her play. It's Molly Krosick with the ball, returning to the lineup after a long illness. It's great to see her out there. Here comes Mount Lebanon the other way. They're able to intercept that ball. So the defense is able to get back on that quick turnover. Slow Mount Lebanon down there. Oh, wide open there. They spotted that ball. So that was a nice assist there by, I'm not sure of that number, 22 maybe? Yeah, number 26. So all three Division I recruits are scored on Upper St. Clair now, as they have a 3-0 lead. All right, well, Upper St. Clair trailing now after about 6 minutes of play, 3-0, and back come Mount Lebanon again. 4-0. That seemed very reminiscent of the game against Peters, of these quick draw scores. It just hurt. Somehow, some way, someone's just got to pick up that person screaming out of the midfield after a draw and just foul them or something. Slow everything down. That is, I mean, sometimes you got to slow the pace down. Molly Krosick in the circle. And we're trailing 4-0, 19 minutes remaining in the first half against number 1 Mount Lebanon. There's another good job by Chelsea. Clear that ball out, find some space. And she's got room to run here, and a couple of Panthers down low. Makes a move. Good move. We're going to call a foul on Mount Lebanon. Gives Chelsea a chance at the arc on an 8-meter play. Let's see if straight on, which is always advantageous to the offensive player, though there are 3 defenders down low. She's going to have to get a quick start. And she got it, though. Well done, Chelsea. So Chelsea, after missing a game against Peters where we desperately needed her, is back, thankfully, and puts us on the scoreboard. Chelsea Johnson with the goal, 4-1, Mount Lebanon lead. 18:34 remaining in the first half. So as I was saying, my last game, and I want to thank our camera person, master cinematographer, Carrie Lackner, for her work through the season. The man made for statistician, Doug White. I think he dreams of numbers in his sleep. We've got the master of the scoreboard, Ed Callahan, and my sweetheart, Stacy De La Parra, on the public address system. Thank you for a wonderful season. So Katie Waite with the ball after we win the draw. Good opportunity for Upper St. Clair to make this game a little closer. Our ball's a little lost. Erin Lee with it, though. She's able to find some room. enough room to get by, although they are pushing their defenders behind the net, which is not. Oh, I don't think the player was ready for that, but Olivia Martin with it. What? Tangled. They're almost like tangled sticks. You don't see that too often. Tangled sticks. I think they're going to have them go on the sideline, and they'll do the old ball toss. It's almost like a tip-off. This one all comes down to where the referee throws it. So it's that's a nice rebound by Chelsea Johnston. Probably would have been Upper St. Clair ball anyway. I saw Olivia Martin with a little bit more of the advantage before that the entanglement. Katie White with the ball. Finds Tommy Lackner. Nice catch by Tommy in traffic. Behind the net, Erin Lee. Over to, is that Victoria Teep over there? She's getting doubled up. Yeah, they are. They're much better than they had earlier in the year. Katie White tries a nice high shot. Not quite where it needs to be. And Karina, what's her name? Karina Barnes collects it in the crease. And out come the Blue Devils. Just to reset, 17 minutes remaining in the first half. Mount Lebanon with the lead, 4-1. The ball's loose. Moe right through a couple defenders that didn't even expect that ball to come through. It's a shame. Need to have head on a swivel. Pick the ball up. Come on, Jules. They're not calling a foul on that. Ground balls. Jules tried to draw the foul on that one, didn't get it. That's good stop by Krista. Come on, find that ball. It's in the crease, so they couldn't get it anyway. Krista getting that stick on the pass, denying the what might have been a pretty easy goal had the offensive player caught it. This is, if you notice, other teams tend to get that ball out quickly from goal instead of these long, protracted, just desperation passes. Nice job by Shelby, though. And nice throw by Lauren on the run, hitting her on the run, right where the stick was. So Panthers are coming back the other way. Shelby's iron with the ball, getting doubled on the way down. But as I said, the Panthers seem to be handling it all right. Kind of letting the play go, which I kind of like. The refs are not really calling a lot of stuff unless it's flagrant. Over to Caitlin Conwell. Caitlin's Conwell with a goal. And Caitlin Conwell with a goal to put the Panthers a little closer to the Blue Devils, a 4-2 score. That goal was assisted by Katie White. Nice pass from Katie as well. Good job, Caitlin. So we're back at the draw, and we have Chelsea Johnson to take it for the Panthers. We got Caitlin Conwell and Tommy Lackner on the circle. That ball, where is it? Oh, it's in Chelsea Johnson's stick. Oh, find it. That ball just didn't quite get through. Unfortunate. Now back come the Devils. Oh, boy, long pass, wide open player. Oh, good. Oh, Krista just knocks that ball right out. Unfortunately, it goes right into the stick of another Devil player. All right, they're gonna slow it down a little bit here. You can see the coach kind of saying, yellow. Asking them to slow it down a little. Oh, a nice pass inside there, but good, well covered by Cara Ravioso. I'm sorry, Cara Ravazio. Little inside joke there. This is my last broadcast. I'm going to have to throw all my bad jokes out now, or else you'll miss them. Good job by Krista there. No go there for number 10. Oh, number 12 is wide open here. But it's all right. Nothing's happening. We're at 14-minute mark. Inside, their shots are on target tonight. So it's a 5-2 game. 13:51 remaining in the first half. Amanda Riesmeyer with a goal. 5-2 lead for Mount Lebanon. All their shots seem to be on target tonight. There was one errant shot, but for the most part, nice bounce passes that or bounce shots that eluded the goaltender and probably any other goaltender in the league. Oh, those are the ones that kill you. Boy, it's 6-2 now. It's those quick goals that get you. So after this timeout, hopefully the Panthers can get back on track. All right, welcome back. Coming out of the timeout, it's 13:41 remaining in this matchup between Mount Lebanon. 13:41 remaining in the half in this matchup between Mount Lebanon and Upper St. Clair. Mount Lebanon with the lead, 6-2. A couple of those goals coming quickly off of draws. Just winning the draw on the run and bringing it to the net. That ball is won by Mount Lebanon again, and boy, this one's shaping up as another one of those goals. They're outnumbered. They've outnumbered our defenders. Good job by Julia rolling that player wide. So Mount Lebanon's going to take it out a little bit. We tend to do a little better defensively when they do have to get into a set formation. Done all right there, yet still trailing 6-2. They've gotten a few passes right down the middle, though, so we have to watch those cuts. So Mount Lebanon's probably going to get a chance with a four-goal lead to be patient with their shot, take a shot that they really want, practice some passing skills. And then here comes number 12. Good defense helping out there. Is that Kara? I think. That was over 3 players. Number 26. Megan Gibbons with a goal. So far, I think only 3 players have really scored for the Mount Lebanon. Number 2 scored as well. So it's 7-2 Mount Lebanon. 12:40 remaining in the first half. Girls have to get back on the scoreboard, slow some things down. So it looks like the girls have cookies for the end of the game today. Good job by Shelby. She races first to that free draw, and Shelby does a good job bringing it up safely. Oh, good step in by the defender or midfielder, it looks like, for Mount Lebanon. Oh, boy, that ball, that's good work. That's good work by Mount Lebanon, but 8-2. 8-2, Mount Lebanon. We're still plenty to play in this game. 12 minutes remaining in the first half. So not sure. I think with like about 2 minutes left in the first half against them the first time, it was only like a 3-2 score, something like that. But it was a pretty tight game early on in the first half of the first game we played them. But this time is a different story with the girls trailing 8-2, 12 minutes remaining. Let's see if we can get a draw and a little bit of here comes Mount Lebanon with the ball. That ball's beyond the net. Yeah. So we have Aaron's shot. Julia tosses the ball to the crease. And we're going into Hail Mary form. This would have to be 10, 20, 25-yard pass, minimum. I'm not so sure. What? 10, 25? I don't know if our high school quarterback can make a pass that far, but didn't want to use any names, but it's a long pass. I think if why doesn't Lauren just take maybe bring it up at least she's being patient. She's not forcing a pass. In this case, here they come. They're gonna. I'm not sure. It's not like we're trying to kill the clock. What's the deal? They're gonna call foul Mount Lebanon. Not quite sure what that foul was, but fortunately for Upper St. Clair, we do regain control of the ball, and Caravazio is gonna bring it up. Gets that ball over to. Is that Krista? There's going to be a battle for it on the ground. So, back come the Devils with an 8-2 lead and 35 minutes remaining in the game. Julie deflects it, but not enough.
Did you see that?
Unbelievable. Deflected pass still lands in the stick of Mount Lebanon. And they are trailing 9-2 against Mount Lebanon. Wow, really rough start to this game. Girls may be perhaps a little down after the heartbreaker to Peters, but boy, I have a suspect there might be some running in the future for some of the team members of the Lady Panthers.
They ran 37 times in the 50 and back. They ran 1,800 yards before a big game on Tuesday.
Mount Lebanon with the ball. Still working and wide open. Oh, 26 was wide open there for a second. Didn't quite. 16 is wide. Nice job by Lauren to stop the ball. Someone turn around and get that ball to somebody on Upper St. Clair. That ball is out to Lauren O'Keefe. It's a ground ball collected by Mount Lebanon. That ball, let's hope, is not errant enough to go out of bounds. Mount Lebanon will collect it deep in their own zone. Nice way to elude the. Let's see if we can get that. Pick the ball up. Yes, Erin Lee is able to collect that ground ball. Hopefully, oh, she's getting doubled. That Mount Lebanon Blue Devil midfield is really good at doubling as we try to clear the ball into the offensive zone. Chelsea Johnson with the ball. Let's see if we can get a goal here. That ball, oh, good job by the defender. Good job by that defender. Brings that ball out. Number, looks like 16, so. Oh. These guys are good. Mount Lebanon, 10-2. 10-2 lead, and we still have 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Can only imagine what the second half will be like. I'm sure it'll be good. The Panthers will come back here. So Panthers again at the draw, trailing 10-2 with 8:47 left in the first half. So Nicole Joyce at the draw. Mount Lebanon, no. Molly Krausick maybe scoops it up, and she does. She rolls around our mid defender there. Being chased. Watch out. All right, good job by Molly. Get into the offensive zone. Over to Tommy Lackner. Tommy got doubled. Someone should be open in the middle. I don't know how they. Oh, okay, they're switching off. That might be why. So Olivia Martin fouled on the play. She'll have a free position here. Gets it over to Tommy Lackner. Tommy at the top of the arc. Well, that ball, unfortunately, collision. It's probably going to be a foul in St. Clair. So Mount Lebanon with the ball. And a substantial lead of 10-2. And down we go. Here comes Mount Lebanon again. Mount Lebanon safely working the perimeter. Ball, little juggle there behind the net. Well, on the hottest night we've had this year, the girls certainly are kind of cold in their playing as they trail 10-2. 6:49 remaining in the first half. Mount Lebanon working the ball again, once again around the perimeter. Delay of game by Mount Lebanon, maybe? I don't know. In the crease, if anything, it was maybe in the crease. I'm not sure what they called there, but ball goes back to Upper St. Clair. Lauren Picnic. Lauren Picnic, the goalie, with the ball. Don't have a whole lot to say here. There are girls running around in the middle of the field and a girl with the ball on her stick. There's no time. That's a good one there. That's what we missed on Peters is someone cutting across the middle to collect the pass on these. Had some troubles clearing the ball against Peters on Tuesday and probably cost us a goal or two, which might have been the difference in the game. Katie Waite with the ball. Back to Chelsea Johnson. Then we do a little weave here with Tommy Latner, Chelsea Johnston, and Caitlin Conwell. Tommy Latner tests a couple of the defenders. No, you know what I haven't seen tonight? I haven't seen a shooting space violation. I expect to see one shortly. Just makes me feel that way. Katie White with the ball. Back to Aaron Lee. Oh, this is okay. Just almost an instant where there might not have been a defender. These defenders are pretty quick. I have to say, they get in position quickly. Maybe because they don't have to play too much defense because the ball's always on the other end. They have fresh legs, but they're going to call a sphere violation against Mount Lebanon. They finally get a chance to play a little defense in Mount Lebanon, so they're all, hyped up and ready to go. Here comes Victoria Teep with the ball at the arc. Oh, just outside the arc. That might have been that's a shoot. Oh, that's got to be a shooting space there, but we haven't seen one of those called yet today, which is actually good for the game. Shooting space is one of the least. Back behind the net goes Mount Lebanon. As the Devils work the perimeter. And Zachar on defense there does a pretty good job denying that attempt by the Blue Devil. Let's see if I can get the number. Who's that? Number 12 or 10? Who's number? Doug, maybe you can tell me who number 10 is. Number 10. Okay, Anna Alberts there. Albers. Good defense here. Mount Lebanon is still trying to score. They're not just milking it. The clock. Oh, that's a good cut. No goal. No goal. All right. Lauren got just enough on that to deny it from going in. She caught it on the goal line just prior to its entrance to the cage. So once again, Panthers try to clear. Good job, Shelby found some space. Julia De La Parra with the ball. Wide, but still available for Upper St. Clair. Molly Krausick with the ball. Julia De La Parra is going to go in. Get it. Okay, Aaron Lee was able to get that ball. Over to Molly Krausick. Good defense there. Molly Molly with the ball, still able to, just tripped over it. Maybe ran a little too hard over it. Back come the Blue Devils. That shot. No, good job by Lauren. Lauren came out on the player, so they had nowhere to go but high and right into the stick of the goaltender. Here comes Olivia Martin with the ball at midfield. So a little action here with just a minute and a half remaining. Upper St. Clair does trail, however, 10-2 in the first half. Shelby's iron in traffic. A little bit of push there by the Blue Devils, but they're not letting anything. They're not letting everyone get in there. Ball's picked up by Caitlin Conwell. Caitlin tries to split the two, but unfortunately, in doing so, gets dispossessed. And at the 1 minute remaining in the first half mark, out come the Devils again. Long pass. I don't know if anyone was ready for that. Blue Devils with the ball out wide. St. Clair understands that Mount Lebanon's probably trying to play it for the last shot. There are just 23 seconds remaining. Good job by Julia. All right, good job. Just creating an errant pass there, but the ball's still going to Mount Lebanon. And we've got 12 seconds remaining. They're going to try to take that last shot. Good job. Oh, good job to dispossess. It got to be nothing left on the clock. Nope, not going to score. So we're able to hold up a 10-2 lead going into the second half. Welcome. I hope everyone gets back here for the second half. I'm sure there'll be a few more goals. Thank you. Okay, welcome back to the second half of the matchup on May 7th, 2015 between Mount Lebanon Blue Devils in blue and the Upper St. Clair Panthers in white. Blue Devils had a very strong first half and took a commanding 10-2 lead into the second half. A couple quick scores, couple scores off of set plays. Just a generally very good offensive effort by Mount Lebanon, and indeed defensively too. The defensive players have done a good job on our offensive players. And here comes Mount Lebanon once again, number 16 with the ball. So let's see if Upper St. Clair can work their way back a little bit into this game. This game really means nothing to either of them as the section standings are set, as are the playoff standings for Division I, Section 1. Mount Lebanon will win the section and go undefeated through the season, while Upper St. Clair will also make the playoffs and most likely play Quaker Valley, the number 1 team according to Lax Power in the Western Pennsylvania area. Julia gets the ball off the end line there, and Jenny Bojack is in goal for the second half. Jenny is senior, playing some really good goalie. Here comes Crystal Leocarius with the ball. Finds, someone gets pushed here. Not going to call. Erin Lee gets the ball out of a little bit of, there's some swinging going on there. Well, no one's back there to help her. Come on, run back there, somebody. She does pick up a penalty. She'll have a little more room to run. Not a whole lot. Yeah.
Shoot it right away, daughter.
Oh, wrong one. That one could have gone to Tommy in the middle. And out comes Mount Lebanon. Well, good job by Tommy keeping that Mount Lebanon player. Oh, boy. Good job by Jenny catching the... There we go. No foul. Jenny gets a quick throw out to Julia. I like the quick clears. It gives us a chance to. Julia brings the ball up wide, finds Olivia Martin. Olivia Martin's got a little room. Down low. Oh, Karina Barnes with the save. Kick it in. Just kick the ball in. That ball, who's getting it? But there's got to be a foul there. And Karina Barnes picks up that loose ball in the crease, and the Devils will come back the other way. Again, just as we begin the first few minutes of this second half with Mount Lebanon leading 10-2, Devils come back with the ball and always seem to be outnumbering the defenders. I'm not sure if someone's losing their offensive player or not, but on the break, they always seem to be one up on the defense as far as numbers. So Mount Lebanon with the ball out wide. Oh, off the post. It's all right. Good job. We got 4 players there in white. I would imagine it's going our way, and it does. That ball is loose, and it will be St. Clair's ball on the penalty. Nicole Joyce with the ball. Really not too many people to throw it to here for Nicole. And now she's going to get harassed by 3 or 4 players, tries to throw it in traffic, and out comes the Devil with the ball. Devil with the blue uniform on. Oh, good job. Good job. Julia De La Parra picks up the loose ball and comes racing across over to Katie White. The 2 seniors and close friends connecting on the pass at midfield. Katie White behind the net. Oh, just out the reach of Victoria Teep. Tommy Lackner might be able to chase this ball down. She does. So back come the Panthers. Back to Victoria. Over to Katie White. Katie patiently looking for an open player. Katie looking behind the net. A ball's errant, but it might, if maybe, no, not quite enough chance. It just rolls half foot out of bounds, and it's going to be Blue Devil ball. Julie De La Parra does a good job warding off that Devil attack by number 12. That ball's loose. Caitlin Conwell finds it. Fouled. All right. So far, the Panthers are playing a little better team game here in this first 5 minutes of the second half. Score remains 10-2. No change in the score since the beginning of the half. Out comes Caitlin Conwell with the ball. She's able to find a little room on the right-hand side, but tracked closely by a defender who has to stop at the holding line. Tommy Lackner knows that that's Jaden Millerino. Apologize. Jaden gets fouled, and I think she's inside the 8-meter on that, so she might have a free position. Though the opportunity is going to be difficult, extremely wide of the goal, and with a number of defenders down low. If you don't pick that up on the camera, they're using the white lines here, even though sometimes it's hard to see. Jaden behind the net finds Katie White. Katie White looking for another. Oh, good pickoff by Blue Devil defender. Anticipating the pass, gets it back to their goalie, who will find a defender out wide. I like Katie in front of the goalie, though, on some of those passes. She surprises them with her dexterity and her hand-eye coordination, stealing the ball. Molly Krosik stick is stuck. Would have had a chance to pick the ball up, but it was push. Where's the whistle on that? The ref was looking right at it. Lauren O'Keefe got tossed. It was quite obvious. The ref was standing there. Or not quite standing. It was like kind of folded over, staring at his shoelaces. And so Caravazio finds the ball, passes it right off to Caitlin Conwell, over to Victoria Teep, over to Katie White. Katie White safely gets back behind the net. That's Victoria Teep there with the ball. Julia with the ball. Julia De La Parra. No foul on that? There's going to be a late draw call on that. Let's see if Julia can get a goal. Always playing defense. Not too many opportunities to score. But if we recall, Julia tends to not shoot from the 8 meter. Not too many times getting there. But Karina Barnes is a friend. Maybe she'll try to score on her. Yay! Woo! So Julia gets her goal for the year.
For St. Clair goal scored by number 14, Julia De La Parra, with 17:36 left to play in half.
Way to go, Julia. Anyway, scoring on a former teammate in goal, I think made her feel a little better there. The goal, so if we just throw away the first half, it's Upper St. Clair 1, Mount Lebanon 0, but unfortunately we can't, so it's 10-3, Mount Lebanon. So Julia De La Parra on the draw now. I think they're throwing all caution to the wind. We'll see what happens here. This is not something she's, I think, ever done, but maybe it's fun for her. That ball is loose and a lot of people wanting it. Chelsea Johnston, upper. Come on, girls, it's under your feet. So Mount Lebanon comes out with the ball. That ball was on the ground for a long time, under a number of people's feet, and they're going to toss that ball around the perimeter. Mount Lebanon always being good. I think their rule right now is 10 passes before you can shoot. Having being up by 7 goals, they want to kind of play it safe. Though they do have some of their better players still in the game. They haven't put this thing to bed yet, according to their coach. So the ball, oh, nice job by Jenny. Couldn't find where it went, but nice block. The ball might have bounced a little earlier than the attacker wanted, causing that shot to be a little easier for Jenny to handle. Julia on defense, good job by Julia. Oh, it gets in. That one goes, oh, that goes 5-hole. And it's a goal for Mount Lebanon, making it 11-3 Mount Lebanon.
Mount Lebanon goal scored by number 26, Megan Gibbons.
So the future Mountain Hawks scores to put the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils up 11-3. We've got 16:22 remaining in the game. Nicole Joyce will take the draw with an 8-goal deficit. We'll see what happens here. Got Caitlin Conwell and Tommy Lackner out there. That ball goes sideways to a defender. Defender that can run a little bit. So it looks like we got a couple new players out there. I'm trying to pick them all out because maybe not new. Yeah, maybe we do. We got Jaden Miller. And who's that number? Nice pass by Mount Lebanon. Who's number 3 out there right now, or 5? Emily Fagelson in the game today, right now at attack. $15.5 remaining in the game. Mount Lebanon taking some air out of the ball. Again, with an 8-goal lead and a pretty stout defense, I think they've got nothing to worry about. I hope the remaining 15 minutes don't end like this because it's not quite much fun to watch. And that's a good play. A nice pass, just not quite handled there in front of the net. Krista Leocaris does a good job, very good job, slowing down the attacker from Mount Lebanon. Circles back behind the net. Tommy Lackner faces up. Oh, squirts through for a goal for Mount Lebanon. It's 12-3. Mount Lebanon leading 12-3. So Alexa Turkovic with a goal to put the Blue Devils up 12-3. 14 and a half minutes remaining in the game. We'll have Chelsea Johnston at the draw. Tommy Lackner and Julia De La Parra on the circle. Let's see if we can get something here. A little offensive action. Put a couple goals on the board. That ball came right back. Tommy Lackner got smacked. And we're coming up with the ball. Then they call a foul. I thought Tommy got hit there with a stick. Call a late foul anyway, and really don't gain much of an advantage. Chelsea Johnston with that ball now. Over to Tommy Lackner. Back to Chelsea, back to Olivia Martin, over to Victoria Teep. I don't see our two normal players beyond the net being Katie White and Erin Lee. Got a little mix-up, a little different offensive attack here. The two mainstays in there, or 3 or 4 mainstays, but then we've got a number that typically don't play offense or don't get a whole lot of time. That's Julia De La Parra, typically a defender. Over to Tommy Lackner. Tommy gets pushed. Tommy gets that ball over to Chelsea Johnston. Over to Olivia Martin. Back beyond the net to Victoria Teep. There goes Emily Fagelson with the ball. Trying to find an opening. Oh, it's a give and go to Julia. Oh, just wide shot. That was a nice play by Emily to find Julia on the run. That pass was just wide. Good play. Good offensive play there between the two of them. Victoria Teep with the ball now. Victoria Teep might be able to find her way in for a shot, and she scores.
Upper St. Clair goal scored by number 7, Victoria Teep, with 12:40 left to play in the second half.
So it's a 12-4 Mount Lebanon lead, 12:40 remaining in the game. It's good to see the offense get a goal or two, kind of put some confidence back in their shoes for upcoming playoff game next week. Again, they have to play another really strong team in Quaker Valley. Between Quaker Valley and Mount Lebanon, there's a lot of talk about which one's a stronger team. I favor Mount Lebanon for their depth. There's Julia De La Parra with a draw over. Oh, that ball is dropped by a few players. Oh, nice play by the Mount Lebanon attack to keep that ball in from going out of the sideline. And they're going to circle up and use the perimeter, use the space, use the clock. So Mount Lebanon just working the ball up high, not really doing much pressure, creating much pressure. At some point, I believe the defense will come out a little higher. And Julia's come out a little higher there on the player. Danger there with the getting. Oh, there's a nice job. Good job. Create like an errant pass and collected by Jenny Bojack. Jenny's having a good second half. Mount Lebanon's only scored 2 goals. It's actually a 2-2 game in the second half for Upper St. Clair. Well, Kara was open. I don't think Jenny was actually looking at that spot, but there's a push by Mount Lebanon. Another push. A couple pushes, only 1 foul. So Kara gets the ball. So we've got Kara Ravazio with the ball after the foul. Kara meanders through the midfield, eluding a few devils along the way. Oh, gets hacked. I didn't hear a whistle. So Caitlin Conwell decides to pick it up. Another hack. No, that was a good check. Good check. I have to say, this is one of my favorite set of refs. They really have not irked me one bit. I'm gonna give them my refs of the year. And Chelsea Johnston with a nice turn and rip, making it 12-5. 12-5.
Goal scored by number 16, Chelsea Johnston, with 10:17 left to go, second half.
Yeah. So we got a 12-5 Mount Lebanon lead with just over 10 minutes remaining in the game. Nice job by Chelsea Johnston to work through traffic and get a nice shot up high over the goalies. I believe it was their left shoulder. That ball goes wide, and someone's got no one in the middle there to pick it up. Here comes Chelsea. It's going to be Upper St. Clair ball. Sometimes they call something there, sometimes they don't. Chelsea doesn't have too many options, so she's going to have to run it out. She gets checked. She'll still be able to pick it up. Chelsea does a good job picking up ground balls. I would say Katie White and Shelby Zarn are also very good at picking up ground balls. The whole team, obviously, getting ground balls is a big help when it comes to winning some of these games. Oh, Olivia Martin eludes the defender. That shot is blocked, however, by the Mount Lebanon goalie. And, wow, this wide open player on the right-hand side here down low. Olivia Martin's able to race up, slow her down for a little bit. And Mount Lebanon will probably set up and work the perimeter that they've done the last few trips down the field. And they send the ball back behind the net where they have two players. No one really pressing. So there's really no reason for Mount Lebanon to do too much with it. Ball up high. And this 12-5 Mount Lebanon lead, 8:40 remaining tonight in the final game of the regular season. Cole Joyce does a pretty good job of making the attacker. Good job by the defense there. They all swarmed in on that attacker as she tried to get her way towards Jenny Bojack. Ball back behind the net safely for Mount Lebanon. Kara Ravazzi wants that ball, does a good job to rush for it. Oh, she gets checked, an empty stick check. They're not calling it. And that ref, not sure which way they're going to go. I think they're going to go Upper St. Clair way. Kara does not give up, I'll tell you that much. She does not give up. And it pays off for her, at least in the form of a possession. Kara's got some space, too. And she has the motor to keep on going. And that she does. Kara Ravazio, 4 girls trailing, finds Rachel Picnic behind her. That ball's picked up by Mount Lebanon. They're having some trouble picking it up themselves. Kara Ravazio's coming off a little gassed from that run there. On comes Anna Zacher. Give her some relief there. Back beyond the net is Mount Lebanon. It's 7 minutes remaining in this game. 7 minutes remaining in the regular season, and 7 minutes remaining of having you hear me talk ever. As this is my last game, and I want to thank everyone who listens in every week to hear me broadcast and watch our crew. If you get a chance, the girls will probably be playing Quaker Valley High School next week, so the game will be hosted by Quaker Valley. Get out there and watch good playoff action. Mount Lebanon safely behind the net, 6.5 remaining, 7-goal lead, 12-5 is the score. I'll tell you though, some of their better players are still in this game. I recognize a few of them. Now Lebanon with the ball still. 5:48 remains in the game. Really no impetus to attack the net from Mount Lebanon unless they're trying to get one of their favorite players to score. Ball's out high there. I'd like to see the defense just attack, see what they can do, cause some turnovers, have some fun in this last 5 minutes. Tommy Lattner's out there pressing. Lauren Picnic out there pressing, chasing that attacker away. I'm sorry, Rachel Picnic, I apologize. Rachel Picnic. Uh-oh, here comes 18. Ah, good job, good stop by Jenny Bojack. Shot was a nice low shot. Jenny got down there and kicked that ball away with her stick. Speedy Devil coming through. That ball's rejected again by Jenny. Good job by Julia to dispossess that ball. Oh, they're going to call a foul on her. Thought that first check was good. The second one might have been a push. Mount Lebanon really not doing a whole lot offensively here, trying to just finish this game out with a 7-goal lead. 4 minutes remaining in the game. Good job by Krista, comes running out. Gets fouled on the way out too. Krista, a little bit of explosiveness there to come out with the ball. And she will still picked up nicely by Tommy Lackner. She was able to pull that ball up into her stick. Tommy's got about 3 players on her. One was offside on as they tried to trail her into the offensive zone. So it doesn't give us a whole lot except kill the clock a little more. She's very far away from the goal, so it's not going to be a whole lot of value for us. Finds Chelsea Johnson behind her. I'd like to see another goal here. Would be kind of nice. Cut that lead down to 6. But right now they trail 12-5 with 3 minutes remaining in the game. Victoria Teep now has the ball. Over to Katie White. We're going to miss Katie White next year, senior. Emily Fogelson, though, with the ball, freshman. Emily Fagelson, a freshman, senior to a freshman there. Back to Chelsea Johnson, who will be returning as a junior this year. She'll be a senior. Most likely returning captain on the team. Victoria Teep over to Katie White. And we're down to 2:20 remaining in the game. Victoria Teep trying to get through, but those defenders are all just blocked up in there. Not much. They're gonna call a foul, a delayed foul. Chelsea Johnson will have a chance at the top of the arc. Let's hope. Yeah, it looks like she might have an opportunity. She's very good at this. She's gotten plenty of them. Yes, goal for Chelsea Johnston.
St. Clair goal, scored by number 16, Chelsea Johnson, with 1:55 left in the game.
So it's 12-6 after Chelsea Johnson goal. 12-6, 1:55 remaining in the game. Girls having a little better second half here. They're actually winning 4-2 in the second half over Mount Lebanon. Of course, Mount Lebanon has not tried to do too much in the scoring realm, having a significant lead going into the second half. It's good to see that the girls are putting some points on the board. Chelsea Johnson will take the draw. Oh, Julia not able to get that ball. So Mount Lebanon might work this last opportunity for a goal here with a 1:36 remaining. They are running a play of some sort because all the girls are spread out to the left They're isolating two girls on the right-hand side here. Lauren O'Keefe covering the attacker. Oh, nice move by 16. Oh, boy, that ball bounced very high. Almost went over. But it's goal for Mount Lebanon. Now it's 13-6. Mount Lebanon, 13-6. So the senior captain from Mount Lebanon scores a goal with 1:12 left and 7-goal lead. So here comes Chelsea Johnson back on the field. Julia does a great job winning that draw there, right into her stick. Got 1 minute remaining, trailing by 7. So Katie White back behind the goal. Love to see Katie get one here tonight. The ball's over to Rachel Stolzer. Rachel races to the net. Oh, right into the goalie, though. It was a good move by Rachel. So out comes Mount Lebanon. Mount Lebanon have a little trouble getting the ball out for the first time tonight, as it's only 25 seconds remaining in the game. They're really in no hurry, and they have a 7-goal lead. But it's good to see the midfielders causing some havoc for the Devils. We got 15 seconds remaining. And they're just going to draw that ball out. So it's going to end 13-6. Mount Lebanon with a victory. Congratulations, Panthers, on making the playoffs this year. The first time made the playoffs in 2 years. And they have the most wins in the season in the last 6 years. So it's kind of a rebound year for everybody, and a fantastic season, actually, as they are currently 8-8, finishing the regular season with a .500 record. And best of luck in the playoffs, and best of luck to all of you in the future. Thank you. This is J.R. De La Paris signing off.